Dear student, today in this lecture we will see the type number 3, which is the recurring by parts, means some examples related to the type number 3, and by using the theorem, that is integration u into v dx is equal to u into integration v dx minus integration into bracket derivative of u with respect to x into integration of v dx with respect to x. In our last lecture we have completed the type number 1, that is separate functions are given to you. Then type number 2 is considering 1 as a function, and today we are going to discuss the recurring by parts. So we will discuss by one example. Okay, so let us see. Now see the function, evaluate the integration e raised to x into sin x dx. Now let us consider I is equal to the given integration e raised to x into sin x dx. Now here there is a exponential function and there is a trigonometric function. So by LIATE rule, we have to select sin x first and e raised to x as a second function. Okay, now see, by rearranging the given function, how will you integrate this? By using the integration by parts rule. So that is equal to, now sin x as it is into integration of e raised to x dx minus integration into bracket derivative of sin x into integration of e raised to x dx and with respect to x. Now just here we apply the rule. Okay, now complete the answer. Now integration of e raised to x is e raised to x, so I will write the term as e raised to x into sin x minus integration. Now what happens in this bracket, we have to take the derivative of sin x. Now derivative of sin x is cos x. Okay, into integration of e raised to x is e raised to x, and we have to evaluate the integration of cos x into e raised to x dx as per this rule. Okay, now again what happens here, this e raised to x into sin x as it is minus, now here also you have to use the u into v rule because the two functions are in the product form, cos x into e raised to x dx. Now again we have to apply the integration by parts rule here to get the integration of cos x into e raised to x dx. Now cos x comes first and then e raised to x. Again you apply the rule. So cos x as it is into integration of e raised to x dx minus integration into bracket derivative of cos x into integration of e raised to x dx with respect to x. Curly bracket is completed. So see this carefully. Now after taking this integration, what will you get next step? So e raised to x into sin x as it is minus, now in curly bracket see here, cos x as it is into integration of e raised to x is e raised to x. Now here it is minus and we have to evaluate the integration of this derivative of cos x. Derivative of cos x is, all of you know that it is minus sin x, right in bracket, into integration of e raised to x is e raised to x, and we have to evaluate the integration of this. Okay, now if we rearrange this or if you solve the curly bracket, then what will you get? We will get the terms as, here it is minus into this curly bracket, so minus e raised to x into cos x. Now here it is minus minus, see this is minus, this is minus, it is plus, but outside of this bracket it is minus sign, so again you will get minus here. So minus integration of sin x into e raised to x dx. Okay, now integration is not completed yet. because you have to solve the integration sin x into e raised to x dx again. Okay, but originally we have started with the integration that is sin x into e raised to x dx, and after getting some steps we get another integration that is the same integration, that is sin x into e raised to x dx. So that's why this is called as recurring. So integration is recurring again and again, means after taking the integration of this original function we get the integration of cos x into e raised to x dx, and after solving it again we will get the same integration that we have started first. So that's why it is called as recurring by parts. Okay, so that's why this is the type number 3. Now in this case what we have to do here for next step, because again and again after evaluating you will get the same part. So first of all you have to write the first term, that is e raised to x sin x as it is, minus here e raised to x into cos x as it is, minus, now in place of this we will put I, because the value of integration sin x into e raised to x is considered as I, plus let the constant c dash for further adjustment. Now left hand side is also I. Now this is minus I. If you take this to the left hand side then it will be 2I is equal to, now here you will get e raised to x common into bracket sin x minus cos x plus c dash, and if you divide it by 2 then what will you get, I is equal to e raised to x upon 2 into bracket sin x minus cos x plus c dash upon 2, and hence you will get the final answer as e raised to x upon 2 into bracket sin x minus cos x plus, in place of c dash upon 2 you will write c, and hence we get the final answer. So this will be a final answer. Okay, so this is called as the recurring by parts. So function is repeating after taking the or after using the rule of integration by parts. Okay, now see the next example. It is the integration e raised to 2x into cos 3x dx. Now here also we have to rearrange the function. We have to take cos 3x first and then e raised to 2x dx. Okay, now apply the steps here by using integration by parts rule. So cos 3x as it is into integration of e raised to 2x dx minus integration into bracket derivative of cos 3x into integration of e raised to 2x dx, integration of e raised to 2x dx bracket close with respect to x. Now complete this. Now what is the integration of e raised to 2x? It is e raised to 2x upon 2. So I will write e raised to 2x into cos 3x upon 2 minus integration. Now complete the part in the bracket. We have to take the derivative of cos 3x. Now derivative of cos 3x is 3 times, it will be actually minus sin 3x into, by chain rule we have to take the derivative of 3x. So directly if you want to write, it will be 3 times minus 3 times sin 3x into, now again the integration of e raised to 2x is e raised to 2x upon 2. Okay, now see this carefully. Derivative of cos 3x is minus 3 sin 3x into integration of e raised to 2x is e raised to 2x upon 2. Now again rearrange the step. Then what will you get here? E raised to 2x into cos 3x upon 2 Now this is minus minus plus, and 3 by 2 is the constant. So I will write 3 by 2 plus 3 by 2 into integration of sine 3x into e raised to 2x dx. But here we have to apply again the integration by parts rule. Okay, because we get the product between the two function. So here we have to apply integration by parts rule. So again, see here, e raised to 2x into cos 3x upon 2 as it is plus 3 by 2. Now I will write the integration in curly bracket. So sin 3x is first function and e raised to 2x is second function by LIAT rule. Now sin 3x as it is into integration of e raised to 2x dx minus integration into bracket derivative of sin 3x into integration of e raised to 2x dx with respect to x, and curly bracket is completed. So see the rule here which is applied for this, the sin 3x into e raised to 2x. So next step, now it is e raised to 2x into cos 3x upon 2 plus 3 by 2. Now in curly bracket what will you get? In curly bracket you will get here the integration of e raised to 2x, that is e raised to 2x upon 2. So I will write the term as e raised to 2x into sin 3x upon 2 minus integration. Now what will be about derivative of sin 3x? Derivative of sin 3x is 3 times cos 3x, right? Into integration of e raised to 2x is again e raised to 2x upon 2, and we have to evaluate the integration of it again. Okay, now see, we will solve this, or we will simplify this bracket first. So e raised to 2x into cos 3x upon 2, this is as it is, plus, now in curly bracket what will you get? See, 3 by 2 as it is. Now in curly bracket it is e raised to 2x into sin 3x upon 2 minus, now here again 3 by 2 is constant, you can take outside, and in the integration you will get again cos 3x into e raised to 2x dx. Now if you observe this carefully, then again we get the same integration here, so that's why it is recurring. Okay, means after solving original integration, again by this step we get the same integration. Now you can replace this integration by letter I, okay, for further simplification. So that's why I will write e raised to 2x into cos 3x upon 2 plus 3 by 2. Now in curly bracket it is e raised to 2x into sin 3x upon 2 minus 3 by 2 into, this is I, plus, let us consider the constant c dash here. Okay, in place of this integration we have to put I. Now further after solving we get e raised to 2x into cos 3x upon 2. Now multiply by 3 by 2, then you will get 3 by 4 into e raised to 2x into sin 3x minus 3 by 2 into 3 by 2, that is minus 9 upon 4 into I, plus this is 3 by 2 into c dash. Okay, now transfer this term, that is minus 9 by 4 into I, to the left hand side, because left hand side contains I. So you will get I plus 9 upon 4I is equal to, you will get, now here in this part you will get e raised to 2x upon 2 common, and in bracket you can write cos 3x plus 3 times 3 by 2 times sine 3x here. See, check this, from this and this you will get e raised to 2x upon 2 common, and you can write the term like this. Okay, plus this is 3 by 2 into c dash. Now what happens here, after cross multiplying you will get 4i plus 9i, that is 13i upon 4 is equal to e raised to 2x upon 2 into bracket cos 3x plus 3 by 2 into sin 3x plus 3 by 2 into c dash. Now we required I to the left hand side, so that's why here I is equal to, we have to multiply by 4 upon 13. So 4 upon 13 into e raised to 2x upon 2 into bracket cos 3x plus 3 by 2 into sin 3x plus, here also we have to apply by 4 upon 13 into 3 by 2 c dash. Now in place of this constant you can write c. Okay, but what about this? You will get, in this case you will get 2 upon 13 e raised to 2x, okay, into bracket cos 3x plus 3 by 2 into sin 3x plus the constant c. So this is the final answer. You can keep this as a final answer. Okay, so see how to use the integration or this integration by parts rule to recurring by parts. Okay, so see this carefully. This is our final answer. Okay, so thank you.